Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running.
So I'm assuming, Jim, that Roberto Baggio will be given freedom of the park.
I would think so, because if you tie him to a position, I think you take away his natural instinct.
And it's not just that he is such a great player, but others seem to get better around him.
Yeah, because he can produce such huge moments with his dribbling ability, and I think that gives the rest of the team belief and that winning mentality.
Oh, what has happened here? Swept in. And he's there to belt it away. And he's forced to go back. Cannavaro. And it's Rivaldo. Oh, easy pickings there. DiMarco. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Lewandowski. Lewandowski! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Joelinton gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, it's come loose. Nice looking ball. That's a... Oh, what a mistake! And this Pele, can he finish? Goal! Palmer! And it's Palmer who take the lead. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So, a breakthrough already. Belletti. And here's Foden. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit. And the shot! Roberto Baggio. Nicely aimed pass. DiMarco. Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Threads one in. And this is Pele! It's Pele! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That has not gone well. Knocks it out wide. Not the most accurate pass. Look at the space. Pele! Deftly away. Foden. Beckham. And it's DiMarco. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's DiMarco.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that has put paid to that. Rivaldo. A player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Palmer ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Beckham, approaching the half-hour mark. Knocks it into space. Palmer have got it back and they'll have another go. Marquinhos. Beckenbauer. And Van Bronckhorst. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. That's good running with the ball. Closing in on goal. He's had a shot! Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Schneider. And here's Lewandowski. DiMarco has it in a wide position. It's their second corner of the game. That has earned a reprieve. Real chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. He scores! And the comeback is complete. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it's the last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And it's DiMarco. That is a brilliant interception. Van Bronckhorst. And it's Baggio. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. And he's running through. And the keeper's done brilliantly to thwart him.
Oh, Peter, that's as decisive as it comes. The keeper got everything right in that instance.
There's a beautiful chance! And he's quick to get it clear again. He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Joelinton! That's another chance! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug into...
And that'll be the last act of the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So once again, we're underway. DiMarco.
Schneider really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Now he's got space here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
That's a cute ball. That's an imaginative pass. And he cuts out the supply. Rooney is herring after that one.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. He has found the way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Has a look and plays it forward. And it's Joelinton. And this is Shevchenko. Now there's it's Baggio! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 2 then. He's having a shot! So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
They get a throw in. Foden. Now it's Foden. The cross. Here's Cannavaro. Joelinton.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Looking for a runner. And the pass is intercepted. Beckenbauer. Van Bronckhorst. Baresi. Joelinton. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now this could be a chance.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And the shot! And that has fair fizzed.
Cambio di giocatori.
So, third corner of the game. Up he goes! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Looking to play him in. Goes for a shot! Goal! Palmer! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Well, this is what we... Tries a shot!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And he's there to get it away. He's a sharp little ball here. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now this could be a chance. Bebeto! Bebeto! Oh, it's come off the upright. Danger averted for now.
Sostituzione per il Parma. Numero 20, numero 8, numero 7, numero 17.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Pele, takes a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Well, it's an inspired substitution, terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Oh, it's gone in!
Oh, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Palmer got some help from Lady Luck there. They all count. And it's played forward. David Villa. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to pass it through. And Del Piero! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Palmer are at the peak of David Villa! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality. And that's that. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but when you have someone like this fellow, Josko Guardiola, on your side, it's hard not to pick him out. Such an extraordinary defender with an unconventional style, incredibly quick, and so good at carrying the ball forward. Keep your eyes on him.
Oh, what a mistake! It's their first effort on goal.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Busquets does well to get it back. And the counter is on. That is good strength. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Oh, bang on target. Beckham to take it as usual. That's really well manoeuvred. And now they can spring out of defence. Now this could be... There's the shot! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always...
And the shot! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking.
Rooney! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Beckham. Foden. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Bebeto. Stood up well to him there. Rice. Rafinha. Rafinha goes steaming forward. Busquets. Now it's Barella. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And this is Bebeto. Oh, that's fabulous. Great chance! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
I volontari di tutti i settori sono pregati di recarsi nell'area dello stadio.
Well, there's nothing quite like last day drama, especially when there's a potentially happy ending in store. All they need to do is to avoid defeat here, and promotion is sealed. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful.
Well, talk about an understatement, Peter. He's Argentina's greatest number 9, without doubt. I don't think I've ever seen anyone strike the ball with such violence, if I can put it like that. We might well be seeing his iconic celebration in the next couple of hours.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Foden, looking to play him in, brilliantly cut out. Kukçu. And it's Snyder. Raul. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Nicely weighted ball. Foden. Oh, it's Bebeto. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. He's a sharp little ball here. Chance for a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
And we have our very first corner. Keeper has taken decisive action, and this is Raul. And now they can clear their lines. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's Raul! It's there! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Right, Scholes. Can he get it through? Lovely, now then.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rooney was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Scholes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Scholes. Beckham gets it clear. And here's Bellingham. Now it's Bebeto. Oh, there's a probing ball. Passing nice and neat. Batistuta! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Fired deep towards the back post. And that has been cleared. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Aimed beyond the defence. Great chance! He's got a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Now it's Bellingham. Now it's Bellingham. He's through and all alone! Can he finish? And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Simplicity itself.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Madrid find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely...
Batistuta! Keeper's got his work done.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Corner number 2 then. And the keeper has done enough. Top stop. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Can he get on the end of this? And the shot! Sticks it away! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Madrid are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Well played. That has snuffed out the... Oh, what a mistake! Park Ji-sung. Raul. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
It's a good foot in there. Raul. That's good running with the ball. He can run onto that. And he's in on goal. This look... Raul! A really close shave and the last action of the first half. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
En el marcador se puede ver información relacionada con la seguridad del estadio.
That gets things going for the second half. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. And here's Park Ji-sung. That's Bebeto. It's Schneider! Oh, denied at the last.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
That's a decent clearance. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Bellingham plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Looking for the run. Scholes. Shot could be on. Batistuta! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And he hits the net. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Great vision. That's a shade optimistic. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Raul. And it's Schneider. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting...
Just the goalkeeper to beat.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Koundé gets across to intercept that. That looks a good ball through. Oh, and the shots! It's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not...
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Well, The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, what more can we say, Peter, about Phil Foden? Described as so good and fun.
And the shot! Not the most convincing. Oh, he's been... And again! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Bebeto at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps. Keeper's got good distance on that. That is a great pick out. Tries a shot! It's hit the upright. Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Pass somewhat off target. Still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear. Now it's Bebeto. Rice. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Foden. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run.
Mbappe knocks it into space. He's shifting through the gears here. It's a good-looking delivery. Bebeto to Beckham. And they're quick to get it back. Bebeto. Now it's DiMarco. He's found a way through. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking. So a chance here, what can they make of it?
Well, we're looking at somewhere in the region of 25 to 30 yards. That won't intimidate this guy.
Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
He's picked his way through. Can he get onto this? Brilliantly cut out. Schneider. Bebeto. That is good alertness. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's there to clear it. It's a pretty loose pass. Rooney was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days.
Bebeto! Oh, he's fizzed it forward.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Now it's Foden. Llorente, over to the left. Time and again they are repelled. Musiala. Here's Maddison.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Marquinhos deals with that comfortably. Couldn't squeeze it through. Looking for the run. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Nicely weighted ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And this is Rooney. Now this could be a chance. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Bebeto. DiMarco. And he's picked it up out wide. And he decides to cross it. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Mbappe. Zirkzee.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Maddison. Can he finish? Delivery from Mbappe. Well read. And the danger is averted.
Vinicius Junior really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And it's Maddison. Pinches it off him. Foden. And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Musiala does really well to win the ball there. Look at the space here, and the shot! And yes, it's there! And the second half is off to a flyer! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front.
Oh, what has happened here? Bebeto. Llorente. Mbappe. DiMarco. Well-timed, excellent interception. Now it's Bebeto. Foden. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Vinicius Junior. And it's Martin. That is ended up in no man's land. Beckham tries to play it through. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Martin. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard.
And a chance! It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that is expertly dealt with. Schneider. Crunching tackle. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And he's lost his man here. Now that is having a shot! Oh, taken with style. And they're back in front. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Vinicius Junior. And he's managed to get free.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their...
Shapes to shoot! No mistake! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about...
He gets big! It's in! And again they hit the front! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Ball's gone out of play. And here's Xerxes. Oh, he's burst through. And the shot! And the lead stays intact, just.
Xerxes clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Camavinga! Should have equalised.
Camavinga clearly knows that he let himself down there. He'd like another pop at that one, but that's not how it works.
And it's Bruno Fernandes.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Great vision. Oh, no joy this time. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Camavinga kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's made its way to him. Just 5 minutes left. No, that's been intercepted.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Camavinga really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Schneider is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
De Ligt.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
The final seconds now. Havertz. Well read, nice interception. Shot could be on. Can he get it through? Cleared without complication. Oh, good ball! And time is up. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Bebeto picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I thought it lived up to its billing, Peter. Very competitive, open and entertaining, and a little debating room as to whether the outcome was fair.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Neymar, surely. He has an array of skills that can elevate the quality of a match or change its course with a flash of brilliance. His talent can take this game to a higher level of excitement, and I hope it does.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Now it's Rooney. Alexander-Arnold gets into some speed. Rises! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Schneider! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Marquinhos. He's shifting through the gears here. DiMarco. And this is Rooney. He's through here. Goes for goal! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Rooney puts his foot on the gas. Great vision. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. They're back in possession and ready to go. Real chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Ruben Dias can get it clear. Venezia are looking to go forward now. Now it's Mbappe. Now who's going to be first to this? So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
He's had it nicked away. Parla. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Alexander-Arnold did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. No, that's been intercepted. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, easy pickings there. Bastoni spots it and intercepts. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Griezmann.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Alexander-Arnold. Marquinhos wins the duel this time. Swept in. Oh, that was vital. Very nearly half an hour gone here. And he's quick to snatch it back. Nicely weighted ball. Marquinhos gets it clear. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rooney. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Rooney. He's picked his way through. Adams does well to get it back.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary
Applies the finish! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Cleared without hesitation. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Looking for options for movement. Ruben Dias, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Parla is in a really good position out wide. Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Great defending, strong and determined. Rice. And it's Salah.
There
It's
will
a
be
sharp
1 minute
pass.
added time.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Tries to pass it through. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Neuer getting this one clear. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
To you now with a quick request
The
for
midway
support
point of the
for our
game.
World
What an end to the
Charity
half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And this is Van Nistelrooy. Now, can they get him away? Schneider. And this is Rooney. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's straight offside. The pass has gone astray. Looking to play him in. Upamecano. Mbappe might just make this. Now it's Mohamed Salah, and he's managed to get free. Now it's Mbappe. Knocks it into and the shot! They've scored! And finally he has breathed life into the game. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
After 53 minutes is
Venezia have
number
taken
10.
the lead.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. And it's Marquinhos. Now then, the ball's come loose. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And he's heaved it away. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Driving on and making good progress. Adams gets across to intercept that. Now it's Schneider. Spread it left. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Played with finesse.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
Adams. Upamecano. Messi. Marquinhos. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Mohamed Salah. Griezmann. And he stands tall, impenetrable. That has been cut short. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, he's busted, and Van Nistelrooy! Rice. Marquinhos. Can he get on the end of this? Upamecano. It's a pretty loose pass. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field. Number
It's their
9.
second corner of the game.
Van Nistelrooy. Number 8.
And he gets rid in a hurry.
Number 32.
Keep calm and carry on.
Ganato.
That's the job in a nutshell
Coming on
now.
the field. Number 7. Bebeto. Number 14. Robert Lewandowski. Number 13.
Well, they've got it back in a
Park
hurry.
Ji-sung.
Mohamed Salah. Played out to the right. Shot could be on. He's having a shot! It's in! And that's sight of the finish line. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Venezia are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Now it's Neymar.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, that's a clever-looking ball. Well read, and the danger is averted. Rice. Now it's Mbappe. He's had it taken off him. Park Ji-sung. And it's Schneider. Oh, good ball! Marquinhos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Just eases him off the ball. Hoisted upfield by the keeper.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Pass somewhat off target. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Griezmann. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable.